Good morning, St. Joseph Angels. It is January, and that means it's time for a new virtue of the month. And this month, our word is gratitude. Gratitude. So look behind me here and let's see what we can learn about our virtue this month. The word gratitude means seeing everything as a gift from God and being thankful. Please notice that I underlined everything as a gift. That means that we have to be thankful for everything, even if it's not what we would have chosen, right? So we have to be thankful for everything. We're not just thankful when we get our way or when something goes our way or we get what we asked for. It's easy to be thankful in those times, but it's harder to show gratitude or thankfulness in times when we didn't get our way. But we are called to be grateful for everything and to be thankful for everything. Gratitude and thankfulness, that kind of mean the same thing. So you might have heard both of those words. What does it look like to have gratitude or to be grateful? Well, it looks like a person who is smiling, a person who is laughing, a person who is full of joy. Because if you truly are grateful in your heart, if you have a grateful and a thankful heart, then you don't have room to have a grouchy look on your face. And you don't have room to be using grouchy voices. So smiling, laughing, and joyful. Gratitude looks like praying, right? When we're praying, we always want to give thanks to God for everything that we have. Even simple things like the sunrise or the sunset, or the breakfast we had this morning, or our mom tucking us in last night, or the lunch that we're going to be served today. All of that is an easy way to be grateful. We thank God for those when we're praying. Having a positive attitude, right? Anybody that's grouchy or is negative and always saying grouchy and negative things isn't having a grateful heart. So you can't have you can't have a negative attitude and be grateful. They don't go together. So a positive attitude. What does gratitude sound like? You might hear the words thank you, right? That's the most common. Thank you for giving me this. Thank you when someone shares a toy with you. Thank you when your teacher hands you a paper. Thank you when you get your lunch in the lunch line. Thank you when someone holds the door. That's gratitude. The words I'm blessed, right? I know someone when you say to them, how's your day? And instead of saying, it's fine, like most of us do, that person always says, I'm blessed. How's your day? I'm blessed. Aren't we all so blessed? And what a good reminder when we actually say that out loud. I'm blessed. Even if everything isn't going our way that day, we still have a lot of blessings. We have this beautiful school that we go to school in. The heat is on. Air conditioner when it's hot outside. We have all the things in our classroom to help us learn. Look at all the blessings we have in this school. We get to go to mass during the day. We have teachers that care about us. All of those things. So I'm blessed. And sometimes gratitude sounds like nothing. It sounds like silence. And during those times of silence and that time of gratitude, we can allow Jesus to come into our heart. But sometimes we have to be quiet so that our heart can open and Jesus can enter it. So gratitude sometimes sounds like silence. A few things to avoid. If you want to show the virtue of gratitude, what do you have to avoid? You have to avoid the, oh, poor me attitude. Poor me. I always have to, whatever it is, I always have to take out the trash. Oh, poor me. I always have to watch my little sister. Oh, poor me. I always have homework to do. So we need to avoid that because that is not an attitude of gratitude. I always have to. I always have to do this, or I always have to do that. Oh, poor me. And then one we hear a lot at school and maybe at your house too. It is not fair. It's not fair that he gets to do this and I don't. It's not fair that she gets to have this and I don't. That is not an attitude of gratitude. That's actually kind of sinful because what that is it's keeping track of injustices. Keeping track of when someone gets something that you don't. It's unjust. So in your mind. And so that would be kind of sinful to do that. Each month we try to talk about a saint that has this particular virtue. So this month's gratitude, depending on what grade you're in, you're going to learn about different saints, but one of your grades is going to learn about St. Francis of Assisi, one of my favorite saints. St. Francis of Assisi was filled with joy because he saw everything as a blessing. He was thankful for everything in God's creation. In fact, he was especially associated with nature and things that God created in nature. So much for that he called like brother sun. He would call the sun his brother and sister moon. There's a story about him telling a wolf to quit scaring people. So he had a great connection with nature. He saw everything in creation as beautiful and was so thankful for it. So I'm anxious for you to learn more about St. Francis of Assisi if you're in that grade. And then down here I have one of my favorite Bible verses. It's from 1 Thessalonians verses 16 to 18, and it says, "Rejoice always, pray constantly, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God for you." And again, just to remember, it says, give thanks in all circumstances. Be thankful all the time, even if you're not getting your way, even if it didn't go the way you planned it would go, even if you wanted something different than is happening. We still give thanks in all circumstances. Why? Because that is the will of God for you. Okay, have a great day, and this month we'll be practicing gratitude.